Okay, hi everybody. I thought I would make a video and kill two birds with one stone. Most of you know that we've been blessed with a house here in Emmett, and I wanted to show that to you in the background while I'm telling you some stories of some other cool stuff that God's been doing. So hopefully we can do that in one video. So right in the background is the barn on the edge of the property where we're staying, and as I head down the way, you'll be able to see in the background everything that we get to enjoy the last several weeks and upcoming weeks. And while I'm doing that, I'll tell you about some cool stories. So, as we have been meeting in churches, of course, we're meeting lots of people and been setting up lots of meetings and coffees and that type of thing. So, I'm sitting across the table from a guy after meeting him at a church. And it comes up that as we're getting to know each other a little bit, that I worked for the sheriff's office. He says, "Oh, really? Are you or were you a deputy?" And I said, "Well, I was a dispatcher, a 911 dispatcher." And he said, "Really? My cousin KJ is a dispatcher." And I said, "My cousin KJ is a dispatcher." And so turns out that I was sitting across the table from my cousin that neither one of us knew that we were cousins. So that was pretty cool. And that, of course, brought a whole lot of camaraderie and just really, it was an exciting time for both of us. So then we were at another church and we spoke, and this church in Boise is intended to be multicultural, multi-ethnic. And so it was a really fantastic morning worshiping, and we spoke, and a guy comes up to us, and he's got dark skin, long white beard, long white thinning hair, and says, "I am so touched that you came this morning, and I'm so excited that you're going to Papua New Guinea. I was born in Papua New Guinea." I'm like, "What?" So his parents were Samoan, and they went to Papua New Guinea in the 40s as missionaries, and he was born in Papua New Guinea during that time. So that was super cool. And so lastly, I was meeting with an old professor who is now on staff at Eagle Christian, and he introduces me to the missions minister at Eagle Christian. And then as I'm coming out of that meeting, the receptionist is in the hallway and says, "I couldn't help overhear that you guys are going to Papua New Guinea." And I said, "Yeah." She says, "Well, who are you going with?" And I said, "Well, we're going with Wycliffe Bible Translators." She says, "Really? Do you know Mike and Thera Anderson?" And I said, "Mike and Thera Anderson are the reason we're going to Papua New Guinea." And she meets with Thera Anderson every week at Bible Study Fellowship in Eagle. And so just a couple of cool things, the way God crisscrosses lives and reminds us that he is absolutely in control. He knows what he's doing. He knows where he's sending us. And so I just thought I would share those exciting blessings. I've decided I'm just going to start a journal of all the things that God does. It just absolutely blows my mind. And then as it gets difficult, or as we're reflecting on what God is doing, we can just look and see, time and time again, God has come through for us. So just wanted to share that with you and say thanks for praying.